For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. The alleged assassination attempt on Donald Trump this past weekend has become front page news, and it's the only thing on everyone's mind this Monday. Comedian Eddie Griffin has made his thoughts known by calling the entire attempt beautifully staged, even going so far as to say it secured the presidency for Trump. Now, Griffin isn't the only one that has doubts about this incident. Both D.L. Hughley and Amanda Seales have questioned the assassination attempt as well. Today we have our Comedy Hype analysts, Lab Love and Steve Brown, here to talk about Griffin's comments, and we have to ask if they think the attempted shooting was staged. But first, let's take a look at this clip.
NNN, we have breaking news.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Former President Donald Trump, soon to be new president of the United States of America. This is guaranteed he's gonna win. Trump got up like Tupac got up when he got shot. We gonna have to change his name to Two Trump. You know, Pac Trump. This motherfucker got up pumping his fist. I mean, you know, it was beautifully staged. I don't know, it was just too perfect. You know, he just turned and nicked his ear, and then he might have had a little blood packet in his hand and just, F them motherfuckers. Y'all read his lip? That's what he's saying. F them motherfuckers. John Wayne ain't got shit on Donald Trump. 2 Trump, 50 Trump. Presidency is in the bag. The whole world's a stage, so, you know, you just never know. 2 people are conveniently dead with no names. Shooter's dead, no name. I mean, you know, I don't know who's doing the reporting, but, you know, y'all need to do a little digging and give us some names of the motherfuckers that are shot, the shooter. My condolences going out to the family members of those deceased, if they are deceased.
Now, obviously, since Eddie filmed this, the names have been released of both the shooters and the victims. But before we get into Eddie's thoughts, I want to get your reaction when you first heard this. Lab, I'll come to you first. When you first saw all this come, what were you doing? Where were you? What was your reaction to it?
I was at a show, and I saw it posted on somebody's page. I was like, what? So it immediately made me go to CNN. And when I went there and I saw the whole clip, I'm not advocating, but I'm just saying, if this is what you decide you're going to do, if that's the road you're going to go down, at least do the job.
Oh, man.
Steve, let me get your thoughts. You see this news break. What were you doing? Where were you? And what was your reaction?
I was at a show, and of course, I was taking a break or whatever, and I was scrolling through social media, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a hoax, and then of course people were saying it. So I checked the news outlets, and it was true. And I was shocked. You know, I was like, man, the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm probably gonna get some flack from it, I thought it was staged.
Yeah.
Like, because you know, the world is now a big television. Yeah. It's all about the show. And you know, to me, the character of Donald Trump, to me, it says that he would do anything. He'll pull out all stops to get the presidency, and that was just my initial thought.
Yeah, and go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, he stopped in the middle of it to ask for his shoes back.
Yeah.
He must have had on some classic J's or something.
Yeah.
Who stops to ask for that? You just got shot. You worry about your shoes?
Some Stacey Adams or something. Just the
down there putting that pack on. Let's hurry up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And you know, you're not the only one that feels that way when it comes to like it being staged. When you say like percentage-wise, where are you with it feeling staged?
Honestly, just by looking at everything that I've seen, I'm 70-30 that is fake.
What makes you feel that way?
Because first off, I've seen assassinations, not up close and personal, but I've seen them. And the first job of the CIA is to secure the person and get them out of there immediately. And they didn't do that. They got on top of them, and then they gave him time. Hold on. Oh, okay. They got on top of him. Pause. No diddy. And they allowed him to get his shoes. Ain't no allowing you to, when Reagan got shot, they got on him, got him out of there. You had time enough to get your shoes. You said it like 2 or 3 times. Hold on, let me get my shoes. Hold on. Then on the way out, hold on. You arise from the ashes You rise, you just triumphant rise, and you pumping your fist. Now you're giving the shooter another line to shoot at you again. Not one time, not two times, but three times on your way out when you rose the black fist and then talking about fight, fight, fight. So to me, that just looks so staged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the audience. Nobody really ran. They ducked a little bit. You even had a young lady still filming. Of course, in this day and time, people gonna film, but you have people filming, and we all know as black people, if we're in a crowd and we see three or more black people running, we don't even know what happened. We don't run.
Yeah.
Nobody ran.
Yeah.
They stayed.
Cause white people nosy. That's why. They don't know what's going on.
Let me ask you, because being a veteran, I think you can provide a lot of insight as well, because a lot of people, are curious about the way they cover Trump, how Trump was able to get up, even looking at the snipers. From a veteran's point of view, one, did it look staged to you, or just what are your thoughts on the specifics of it?
Whoa. What branch?
Army.
Oh, I thought it was Salvation. Go ahead.
You know what?
Okay, that's you go right there. Okay, I'm gonna deal with you later. So I think one, it made me question a bunch of things. Like I know, like securing the perimeter of something. Mm-hmm. You secure the perimeter. One of the first things you look at are potential sniper points. Mm-hmm. And as you look at those potential sniper points, that is always from an elevated position. That's because that is the best place for a sniper to shoot down on whatever it is. So to allow this particular spot to not be watched or secured or whatever, that makes me question that. Two, he had time to climb up there, get in a prone position, get ready to fire on the ex-president or whatever, and nobody rushes over there. Nobody's there. Like you had to walk. He had a long weapon. Nobody notices that. All these things are against just basic secure parameter protocol. All of it is.
And let me add to that too, man. You know what? Another thing, even though I usually disagree with what you said, you on point. But another thing, people are gonna say, well, somebody died. There's such thing as collateral damage. Honestly, the shooter, he looked like somebody that nobody really cared for. You know what I'm saying? His background and all this. And honestly, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I have to bring this up too. There was 9/11. 9/11, a lot of people lost their lives, and people are still saying it was staged. Yeah. It was fake. So, and then there you go, collateral damage. So, it's just one of those things.
Well,
so
he looked like somebody who would do something like this. If we're keeping it 100.
And then he was Republican. But the irony of all this, Trump, he sort of preached violence in a sense. He sort of, he was the same guy to say, hey, the George Floyd protesters, we ought to shoot him in the legs. He's
a bully.
No, listen what I'm saying. He fired one of his guys because they wouldn't do it. He wanted them to shoot the protesters in the leg, but now you getting shot or shot at. So it's
because he's a bully. That's what bullies do. It's like the first person to play the victim are bullies. Mm-hmm. Everybody, he big and bad until somebody hit him back in the mouth.
Right.
And somebody hit him back in the mouth. Like, man, y'all just letting people fight people.
Yeah.
Y'all just letting people fight. Well, you've been threatening people for 5 years.
And he has been, and he celebrated when Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked by the hammer.
Yes.
So now it happens to you, and now all of a sudden you are this god. You're this in your political party. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people not really on that. A lot of people do think it's staged. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So again, I think this will galvanize his people, his followers. Yeah, it will. Because now they're even out selling T-shirts and mugs and everything with that picture with the United States flag
perfectly behind them. So before we move on, just so I can get a clear answer from you, Lab, what do you think? Do you think it was staged or not? Where are you?
I'm 50-50. I think it wouldn't shock me if it was, but it wouldn't shock me if it isn't either. Mm-hmm. What I would think would be a hell of a twist is if it was an inside job. Somebody in the CIA set him up to make this happen because they felt like he was a threat to democracy, which a lot of people have said. And so they set it up. So none of that would shock me with this. I'm still in a wait and see mode.
The jury's still out.
Yeah, the jury's still out.
You just 50-50, I'm 70-30.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm just saying one job.
Now, of course, we will hear from Eddie Griffin, who also feels that this was staged, but he also says, like, this is going to help Trump's election. Now, there's a clip of a guy going viral who actually proves Eddie's point. Let's take a look at this clip.
Y'all seen the president, well, the nigga that's running, Trump. He got shot, dog. This nigga done been shot, this nigga done went to jail, he done scammed people. And this nigga my uncle, who the hell, he's black, he's officially black now, bro, this is beautiful. They shot him, he was like, yeah, I'm having a fight. He was fine, he was doing like this and walked out with an American flag on him. He put one of these, like, I'm a real nigga, fuck, nigga, I'm out of here. That's hard, bro. I wasn't even finna vote. I'm voting now, dog. He got it. He won. I wasn't even finna vote. I had no skin in the game. I like, that nigga got shot. He won. F the bullshit. He had real ops, nigga. What the fuck? Joe Biden biggest op is the stairs. That's it. He had real ops. Somebody really tried to listen. That's how you know he a real nigga, bro. Joe Biden been trying to kill himself his whole presidency. So nobody had to kill this nigga. Trump been just ready to go this whole time. And like, we gotta fucking off his ass. And missed. And just skip this ear and missed. That's crazy, bro. Hey, Mexican nigga, you with Trump? Yeah? Hell yeah, that was good. Huh? You say amen? He not God, nigga, what the fuck? That was crazy.
Now, obviously, this is a comedian, so you can't tell whether it's right or wrong, but just give some context to our audience. So this clip is being shared by a lot of white people. There were a lot of white people in the audience. Obviously, also, there seems to be some brown people as well, as he did call out a Mexican. Lab, let me come to you. I want to get your thoughts on this clip first. Yeah, let's start there, because y'all reaction.
Can I go first?
Oh, Steve.
First off, let me say this. I think that he was pretty much making fun of Trump, pretty much trying to relate us to him going to jail, saying that, okay, I can relate to the black people because I go to jail. Now he's upping it, saying, okay, now I can really relate to the black people because I got shot. So it's his way of bringing humor to it, but it's also letting you know what Trump really think about us. That's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? It was a clever joke. To some it would be tasteless if they didn't get the joke or what he was saying, but he's pretty much letting us know how Trump feel about how he look at us black people. The only way he can relate to us if we go into jail or we done got shot. So now he real, so now I'm gonna vote for you. He a real dude, but some people really see that, you know?
Yeah. Lab, what are your thoughts?
I want us to stop embracing ignorance as our culture. It's not our culture. Getting shot is not our culture. Going to jail ain't our culture. Why is Dizzy Gillespie not our culture? Why is Dr. Ronald McNair, the astronaut, that's our culture? That's getting shot? That's not relatable. I ain't never been shot.
Dr. who?
Ronald McNair.
Oh, he's a Q. Go ahead. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that. He's a
lowercase q. Listen, so so that's not our culture. So to say that you can relate to that, and then what nullify everything to me is when he said I wasn't gonna vote anyway. So that lets me know you. Yeah. And he said I had no skin in the game. You live here. You wasn't gonna vote, and you said you didn't have no skin in the game before. Now all of a sudden, because he got shot, you got skin in the game.
Yeah.
Then I don't care about the funny piece. You know, funny is subjective, so I don't care about that piece. But that ain't relatable.
And it's kind of sending bad messages.
Yeah, it's definitely sending the bad messages.
Especially something as serious as this is what we're seeing in our country. Like this is a big deal and a lot of changes happening.
And if you notice, a lot of white people are sharing it.
Correct.
Of course.
It's like their black token. Like, hey, he's with us. So let me pull in the audience. So Steve,
she was standing to the right of Trump.
Steve, let me come to you. Now, we will hear from Eddie, and Eddie feels that this is going to, pretty much put the stamp on Trump's election. Like, he's going to win. After this happened, he's pretty much won. What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree or disagree with that?
First of all, I like Eddie Griffin. Eddie is, to me, one of the funniest brothers alive. Very talented brother, but I disagree with Eddie. One, because Eddie has let us know that he was going to vote for Trump, so he's now a Republican. I don't know if he's ever been, but so he's kind of like, to me, it's a biased statement. I think again, I said it before, it will galvanize his people.
Right.
It'll make them it'll make them rally even more. But people who are thinking in logic and not in emotion, they're gonna still look at the big picture, the Project 2025, all of the things Trump has said, all the things he's done. So they're gonna look at that and say, okay, we still gotta weigh our options. So people, I would say, don't get caught up in all this. Weigh your options, think logically, and go vote for Biden. That's what I'm pushing.
Absolutely. Lav, let me get your thoughts. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with Eddie?
I definitely disagree with Eddie. I think it's going to galvanize Trump's base for sure. But his base is already they're going to vote for him regardless. It doesn't matter what happens to or with Trump. Trump's base is who they are, and they're going to vote how they're going to vote.
Yeah.
Nothing you're going to say to them to convince them otherwise. But I just think what this does is I think it does add to the lure that is Trump. You know what I'm saying? The mystic, the demigod that they have turned him into. I think this adds more to this, and it just adds more fuel to that fire.
And I will say this: young people, young black people, please don't take this. Oh man, Trump got shot at, and he survived. He a real nigga. Don't please. All I ask is go read and do your research. A lot of y'all are being lazy and you're not reading. You're not looking at the things that are ahead of us. Go read and do your research. All this other stuff that you see, it's called smoke and mirrors, people. So read, do your research, and think logically.
Because elections have consequences.
Yeah.
They have consequences. That's why we complain about the system. The system is this. The system is this. He put over 100 judges in place. None of them were minorities. None.
Right.
That is stacking the deck against you. So now, if he don't want you to go to trial because he said he wants the police to be able to do whatever they want to you. So if you happen to not get killed and you do go to trial, he's put the judges in place to make sure you still going to jail even if you don't get killed.
Not only that, Comedy Hype audience, I just want y'all to know, this is the first time Lav said something that makes sense.
I see, there he go, right?
I just wanted to say that.
Y'all, you know what, y'all? I think y'all bring up great points. I do think we're in a culture where a lot of people read headlines, but they don't actually read, the details of it. I saw a video going viral of a guy, I think he was working at Arby's or something like that.
I saw that too. It was ignorant.
And the guy was like asking him like, oh, why are you voting for Trump? And he was like,
Special K.
Special K. Shout out to Special K.
And when I saw it, I was just like hearing him say like, oh, I'm voting for Trump because he gave me a stimulus check, or but he couldn't name anything on Project 2025. You can literally
But he said, I read it. I read the whole thing. No, you didn't.
You can Google Project 2025 and it goes to project2025.org and it's all there for us to read.
But Symphony, as cool and calm and collective as you are, when you saw that video, I want to ask you, what did you think? Did it not make your blood boil?
Honestly, it made me sad.
It was sad.
I could have cried because I know that's not the only person that thinks that way.
All right, it was sad.
You think money is, first of all, Trump is not coming to give you more money. Like this.
He was against it.
Yeah, and he's like, and the guy kept saying like, you as a black man that's making less than $100,000, how is Trump going to be? And he couldn't answer it. But it just goes to show people aren't educated. They're just taking the headlines and what's trending. What's my favorite person saying? What's my favorite comedian? My favorite artist? What are they saying? I'm just going to go with what they say.
I'm going to go with it. Laziness.
Correct. Exactly. So you have to really read. So Project 2025, there is literally a website that you can go to and read everything that Project 2025 is about.
And you made more sense than what Lav said.
Stop. I thought you were on his side today.
Oh.
I thought, okay.
Steve gonna vote for Trump. Let's move on.
Well, as always, I appreciate you.
Ordered one of them t-shirts today.
Which is wild that they're not even taking it serious. But anyway, thank you both for chiming in on this topic. Of course, before we head out, I'd like to know what you guys have coming up. Steve, I'll start with you. What do you have coming up? And of course,
first off, you can follow me on Instagram, Comic Steve Brown. And of course, on my fan page, Comedian Steve Brown fan page. I'll be at the Uptown Comedy Corner August 16th through the 18th. For my people here in Atlanta, and of course, for Birmingham, Alabama, I'll be at the Comedy Club Stardome August 2nd through the 4th. That's the biggest comedy club in America. And we do sell it out. So y'all come check out your boy.
Absolutely. Last and certainly not least, Lav Love, what do you have coming up and how can people follow you?
I'll be in Dallas next weekend, but this coming week, I'm filming an independent film the rest of the week. And it's gonna be high. It's a little porn, but I ain't got to get naked this time. So listen, outside of that, that's where I'm gonna be. Follow me, Comedian Lab Love, LAV.
Wait. What about the smart ass, bro?
The Smart Ass University.
Thank
This
you.
is my gear right here. Get you some of this wherever you at. Get you some of this. Also, Steve's new profile pictures. You can see him on his page. He got blood on his ear. Check him out. Hot stuff right there.
And podcasts, I know you said whenever Lab,
Whenever Lab shows up, we talk like this podcast is a powerful podcast with 4 comics with 4 different personalities, and we talk about any and everything. It's 4, but we are 3. When Lab shows up, it's 4. So y'all check it out. Yeah, we talk like this podcast on YouTube.
And obviously, y'all are hilarious here, even when we're talking about different topics. So I appreciate you
so
both.
Glad we did this on Monday.
On Monday,
Steve was crying this weekend on Trump. He was crying.
I'm gonna just head out. You ain't getting me in the middle of this.
Why, Lord? Why?
I appreciate you both for chiming in on this topic, but you heard from us. Now we want to hear from you in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the alleged assassination attempt on Donald Trump? For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Did y'all enjoy that? We got so much more for you at hypersclub.com. Our exclusive interviews and backstage content gives you the chance to feel a part of the club. Come on and join.